Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Gen X Dad and his Gen Z Teens podcast. I'm your Gen X Dad, and today I want to talk about something that I think every young adult needs to hear as they step into adulthood. That is this: do not let pessimism steal the excitement of the journey that is just beginning. I know it's easy to look around and think the deck is stacked against you. Housing costs are high, college is expensive, the job market changes rapidly, technology is reshaping entire industries. Politics often feels divisive and frustrating. It is true that previous generations made mistakes. Every generation does. Mine certainly has. You're also entering adulthood at a time when you probably feel like you have very little economic influence and almost no political power. Those feelings are understandable. But I want you to keep one incredibly important fact in mind. You are standing at the sunrise of your life. My generation is much closer to the sunset than the sunrise. That's not something to fear. It is simply the reality of time. You have decades ahead of you to learn, build, recover from mistakes, discover new passions, create friendships, build a career, raise a family, if that is what you choose, and leave your own mark on the world. You have something that no amount of money can buy. You have time. Time is one of the greatest advantages a young person possesses, even if it does not always feel that way. It is also important to remember that the transition into adulthood has never been easy. Every generation has faced its own challenges. Your grandparents may have dealt with war or economic hardship. Your parents may have struggled with recessions or rapid technological change. My generation had its own obstacles and uncertainties. The details change, but the experience of starting from the bottom remains remarkably similar. Most adults remember wondering if they would ever figure things out. Most adults remember feeling overwhelmed by responsibility. Those feelings are not signs that something is wrong. They are signs that you are growing. Here is the part that often gets overlooked. Becoming an adult is not just about accepting more responsibility. It is also about gaining more freedom than you have ever had before. For most of your life, other people made many of your important decisions. Parents decided where you lived. Teachers decided what subjects you studied. Coaches decided when you practiced. Schools decided your daily schedule. Now you begin making those decisions for yourself. You get to choose your career path. You choose the people you spend time with. You choose what skills to develop. You choose what values will guide your life. That freedom is both exciting and challenging because with freedom comes responsibility. That is exactly how it should be. Do not run away from hard work or struggle. I know our culture often sells the idea that success should be fast, easy, and effortless. Real life rarely works that way. The greatest accomplishments usually require years of consistent effort. Every challenge you overcome teaches you something about yourself. Every setback builds resilience if you allow it. Every difficult job teaches discipline. Every failure teaches humility. Those lessons cannot be downloaded from the internet or learned from watching someone else. They are earned through experience. I also want to encourage you not to become cynical. Cynicism often disguises itself as wisdom, but many times it is simply disappointment that has taken root. It is easy to criticize the world. It is much harder to improve it. Be someone who builds instead of someone who only complains. Solve problems instead of simply pointing them out. If you see something broken, ask yourself how you can make it a little better. That mindset will carry you much further than pessimism ever will. Remember that every generation inherits both opportunities and challenge. Yours is no different. You have access to knowledge, technology, and global communication that previous generations could barely even imagine. You can learn almost any skill from your own home. You can start a business with very little money. You can connect with experts and mentors around the world. Those opportunities are real. They do not eliminate hardship. They do give you powerful tools that many people before you never had. As your Gen X dad, I want you to embrace this season of your life with optimism and determination. Do not expect life to be easy. Expect it to be meaningful. Welcome responsibility because responsibility gives your life purpose. Welcome challenges because challenges reveal your character. Welcome hard work because hard work makes success more satisfying. One day you will look back and realize that the struggles you once wanted to avoid became the experiences that shaped you into the person you were meant to become. I want to say thank you for joining me today. If this episode encouraged you, share it with another Gen Z teen or with a parent who wants to help the young adults in their life approach the future with confidence instead of fear. And if you want to continue building the habits of resilience, discipline, and personal responsibility, check out my book, Forging Indestructible Self-Discipline, which is available on Amazon. And until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and never forget that your sunrise is filled with possibilities. The future belongs to those who are willing to work for it.